We've announced two things, and the most important reason why we are doing these two things, I'll tell you in a minute, is to make this a simpler, more focused and more agile organization to ultimately continue to build the long-term shareholder value that we have done. And the two things that we have announced is first move into 3 divisions. 2 of them will be located in the UK, the beauty and personal care division as well as the home care division, which entails or ensures a £1 billion investment in the UK. And then the second thing that we have announced is to simplify our legal structure into one simpler structure in the Netherlands. The timing is right. We've looked at this for now over a year and a half, have studied all the angles of it and think we've come to the right conclusion at the right time.
And why has the Netherlands won out over the UK?
Well, on the technical grounds for the legal structure, which again I repeat is a small legal headquarters, as most of our work and people will be in the divisions, really for very simple technical reasons. We have 55% of the company in the Netherlands. We report in euros. There's higher liquidity there. We're trading at a premium. So from a shareholder perspective point of view, it all became easier.
The optics of this are pretty terrible for Theresa May as she tries to convince the world to invest in post-Brexit Britain.
Well, I would say to that, look at the announcement. We are having the 2 biggest divisions here. We are guaranteeing or securing the £1 billion investment. We're actually opening a big advanced manufacturing facility at the Wirral together with Liverpool University, which is a £65 million investment. So we think that this country is really an attractive country for investment, as is the Netherlands for that matter. And our announcement today will probably lend credibility to that.
But this is symbolic, isn't it?
We will continue to keep our operations obviously in our building here in Blackfriars. The 2 main divisions will be there. It will not affect the number of people there. So what we're really talking about is a legal structure that doesn't really, also in our company, affect many people.
You're telling me hand on heart this has nothing to do with Brexit?
Categorically, nothing to do with it. We look at these things for the next 30 to 50 years. And as you have seen, we have committed major investments in the UK related to this announcement.
And just to be categorically clear, this will not result in job losses in the UK. You rather see this reorganisation as a vote of confidence in the UK.
I would definitely argue that it is a vote of confidence in the UK, just like we are operating in many countries that are outside of Europe. We're in 190 countries globally, and there's no reason why the UK itself is not an attractive investment climate. We do find that an attractive environment, just like we do the Netherlands, and we've shown that by putting the 2 divisions here. What people need to realize is that we have the choice to put these divisions anywhere. We could have put them in the US, we could have put them in the Far East for that matter. We decided to put it in the UK, and I think you could not have a higher vote of confidence. And we've also made clear that related to that we don't see any changes in jobs in this country.
Of course, the takeover protection in the Netherlands is far tougher than it is here in the UK. You fought off a bid last year from Kraft Heinz. Has that been a factor?
Well, we've looked at the corporate governance codes, and both countries, the UK as well as the Netherlands, fall actually under the UK takeover directive, and as a result these legislations are fairly similar. You look at Article 172 here of the takeover code, which is evolving also with the direction the government is taking, and you look at the Netherlands, there's really not much difference. Behind the simplification of the legal structure in the Netherlands, we are actually going to a higher, even more transparent level of corporate governance. We are already rated at the highest grade by ISS here in the UK, but we are moving behind this new structure to a 1 share, 1 vote. We stopped the pref shares. In the Netherlands we still have a trust office. So it actually gets a corporate governance, annual elections of the board that is at the highest levels that you will see.
What about your membership of the FTSE 100? Will this continue under this single share structure?
We'll be traded on the 3 indexes. We will be traded in New York, in London, on prime listing, and the Euro index and in Amsterdam. The FTSE index is something that we need to still talk now that we have made the announcement. The reality is Right now, only half of the company was traded in the FTSE, the PLC part, and half of the company was traded on the AEX, which was the NV part. Now consolidating that into one, obviously there is a bigger trading in the European index, so we will pick up there some things. What we found was that relatively few investors just trade the FTSE index. It's really up to investors to decide in their investment remit what they will do and how they will construct their portfolios. And it's more in their decision power than ours, obviously.
But does it matter to you if you're not in the FTSE?
We would not mind being in the FTSE, but I don't think it is for our shareholders for most of our shareholders, or the majority of our shareholders, a major reason. There are companies in the FTSE that are not headquartered in the UK, and we will be talking about some of the possibilities there as well.